Hey guys, what are you all talking about? Oh, hello, Murdoch. We were just talking about a celebrity convention that's going to be at London Waterloo in a few days. What's a celebrity convention? A celebrity convention is a convention where it celebrates celebrities. I see. And of course, Murdoch, Thomas, Mallard, and Flying Scotsman are three of those celebrities. May I ask why? Well, I'm a famous celebrity because I'm the world's most famous steam locomotive.
And I'm a celebrity because I'm the world's most fastest locomotive.
And you, Thomas? Well, you know my very first book that was written by Reverend Audrey? Yeah? Well, it's a celebrity because it's over 70 years old now.
Indeed. That makes Thomas the same age as the book.
Oh, I see. Are we all going to be at the platforms in London Waterloo? Yes. We're all going to be having name boards against our front buffers, and we have to give details about ourselves. But why do we have to give details about ourselves, Thomas? I mean, there are those books that Reverend Audrey wrote, and the TV series based on them. Well, that's the thing, Murdoch. We have to tell details about our past experiences before our adventures in the books and the TV series. You know, details that didn't make it into either of them. Oh, I understand. Hello, Murdoch. You're looking a bit puzzled. I was just thinking. Do you know that there's going to be a celebrity convention at London Waterloo? Yes, I have, actually. Because I was the first character to be mentioned in Reverend Audrey's books. Exactly. And I was just thinking if any of the details we had to explain about ourselves would include any of the rail tours we've been on in the past.
I can't see why not, Murdoch. You do have a history section on the railway website, after all.
Oh, hello, Agatha Fox. I didn't expect to see you here.
Well, I came here to do a bit of shopping and to see some friends. I was just about to catch Edward's train back home. By the way, I overheard you talking about that celebrity convention, and you mentioned that bit about rail tours in the past. Did you have any of your rail tours in mind, Murdoch?
Actually, Mom, I did. I remember one time I went to Disneyland in Florida.
Really?
Yeah. Would you like me to tell you about it?
Oh, please do, Murdoch.
Okay. You see, I was supposed to be the very first freight engine from England to go there. You see, it happened shortly after I was preserved. I was sent there on rail tours and the Heartfinder tours for Disney World. And I'll tell you one thing for sure, all the Disney stars were there and they became very good friends with me.
I see. Did you have a favorite Disney character while you were there?
Now that you come to mention it, Mom, I did. Have you heard of Bambi?
Now that you come to mention it, Murdoch, yes, I did. I saw both of his films. In Bambi 2, he ended up living with his father, the Great Prince, after the demise of his mother from the Hunters, right?
That's correct, Mom. He was the favorite Disney character I've ever known. I remember some of the past experiences. At Disneyland, there was a little railway going through his forest, and every time I saw him, I whistled politely to him, and he always shouted hello to me as I rolled by. And then whenever I got the chance, I stopped by and I told Bambi, his father, and his friends everything I knew about running railways.
When was the last time you saw him?
1959. That was when my rail tour ended. When it was time for me to go home, I had to say goodbye to my friends. It was sad for me to leave Bambi, and he knew it was hard. And as I was puffing away back to the docks, Bambi didn't stop calling goodbye to me until I was out of sight. That was the last I saw him, I'm afraid, ma'am.
I see.
Murdoch, did you say you met Bambi at Disneyland? Yes. Why? Have you been there before, Edward? Yes, but it was shortly after you had been there. I'd been there in 1963. I see. But the only thing is, I don't recall seeing Bambi there when I was visiting. You don't? I remember seeing his friends and all the other animals there, as well as his father, the Great Prince. But Bambi wasn't among them. Are you sure? Quite sure, Murdoch. When I was there, I passed through that forest daily. Seeing a deer there isn't something an animal forgets. I see. You never know, Murdoch. If Bambi wasn't there, he could be on his way here to visit you. I'm sorry, Edward. I wouldn't get my hopes up. If Bambi was able to come here and see me, surely he would have done so by now. I suppose you're right, Murdoch.
Hold on. Edward, are you absolutely sure Bambi wasn't there when you visited?
Quite sure, ma'am. Like I said, seeing something familiar there isn't something a locomotive forgets.
Thank you, Edward. And I must admit, Murdoch, it really is hard for someone like you to leave a friend you haven't seen for years. I know exactly how you feel. Poor old Murdoch.
Stupid old Murdoch, stupid old Murdoch. James, stop teasing him. It's not nice.
What's the matter with you, Mallard? You look annoyed. I am, Bluebell. I have to have a name sign against my buffers down at the celebrity convention.
Well, how else should I get to know who you are, Mallard?
Read my nameplate, you fuzzy box!
Murdoch, you know that you've been talking about Bambi lately? Yeah? Well, the manageress told me everything. So she asked me and my driver and fireman to look into what happened to him. Have you found something? Yes, I have. You see, you know I like the forest, right? Yeah. Well, I pass through the forest daily on the railway, and I came across a familiar pair of ears. And if I'm right, those ears are somehow like Bambi's. Wait a minute. That means he could be somewhere in England somewhere. That could explain why he wasn't at Disneyland when Edward visited. Well, I have been looking through the forest, but couldn't find anything. The only possibility he could be at is the old signal box. Murdoch, isn't that the signal box where you once got scared? It was, yes. I can remember that day very well. The only thing is, I don't recall seeing a little deer there when I saw those lights flashing in the signal box. Well, I'm due to take some coal trucks past it later today, Murdoch. If I see anything, I'll be happy to let you know. Thanks, Henry. Well, I'll be damned.
Hey, Emily, you thought so, Coach? What's going on today, Emily? It looks as if you and all the other engines have gone mad. Well, I'm not sure if you'd call it anything new, old slow coach, but Murdoch is trying to find out about Bambi. Bambi? Oh, that little deer from Walt Disney Pictures. I didn't know him that well, but from what I've heard, he was a very adorable deer. What did Murdoch want to know about him? Well, he found out that during Edward's visit, he wasn't there at Disneyland, so he wants me and all the other engines to help him find out if he's anywhere in England. So that's why we've all been going around trying to find out if anybody knew anything about him. I see. Maybe I do. Oh! What do you know, old slow coach? Well, I can remember seeing a familiar pair of legs nearby. I was asleep in the coach yard, but I couldn't see what the figure was in the dark. Oh! You saw a familiar figure moving by. That might have been him. Oh, hang on a minute. Here comes Thomas.
Hey, Emily, did you hear what James did?
No, what happened?
He thought that the talk about Bambi was getting beyond a joke, and because of the fact that everybody was agreeing to look for him for Murdoch, he decided to go on strike.
Again? Does the manager know?
Oh, she's already punished James. She's left him in his siding. I don't think there'll be any complaining coming from him now.
No, I don't think so. By the way, Thomas, what are you doing with that old wagon behind Clarabelle?
Oh, that's something exciting I wanted to tell you. You have no idea what Henry found at the old signal box.
Really?
Yeah. So that's why we agreed to make it a surprise for Murdoch in the morning.
Will he be the special engine for the train?
That's right, Emily. I hope it'll cheer him up after his experience lately. Anyway, I've got to be off now. I'll see you later, Emily.
Okay, bye, Thomas.
Oh, good morning, driver. You're starting early? Good morning, Murdoch. The manageress has got a surprise for you. A surprise? Really? Yep. She says that the surprise is a special visitor for you. Really? For me? Who is this special visitor, driver? Wait and see. Here you go, Murdoch. Thank you very much, Shunter. So, Murdoch, who do you think the special visitor is going to be? I'll tell you the truth, Shunter, I have got no idea. But hopefully I shall be finding out at the station. I just don't get it. Why wouldn't the manageress want me to be a freight engine to pull a special visitor? I just don't get it.
Does this answer your question? Hi, Murdoch. It's nice to see you again.
But what are you doing here? Hello, Bambi. It's nice to see you too.
You haven't changed one bit, Murdoch.
Well, you know me, being an orange freight engine. But might I ask, how did you get here to England?
Well, I understood it was hard for us
After you said goodbye the last time we met.
so I thought it'd be nice for me to come and see you. So being a celebrity, I managed to afford to get a trip on a boat to come here to England.
So here you are. But how did you get found?
Well, Henry, your great green engine friend, found me by the old signal box that you got scared by.
I see. But I don't care about that, Bambi. I'm just glad to see you here.
I'm glad to see you too, Murdoch. So I take it you're my special engine.
So you're my surprise, I'm guessing.
Indeed, Murdoch. Now listen, Murdoch. Bambi here is our special celebrity and our special guest. And as you are his closest friend, you are his responsibility and vice versa. Now give him the best trip he's ever had.
And that's an order. Yes, ma'am. Right away, ma'am.
Life is a highway, I wanna ride it all night long. If you're going my way, well, I wanna drive it all night long. Through all these cities and all these towns, it's in my blood and it's all around. I love you now like I loved you then. This is the road and these are the hands. From Mozambique to those Memphis nights, the Copper Pass to Vancouver's lights. And knock me down and back up again. You're in my blood, I'm not a lonely man. There's no road I can hold, a road so rough, this I know. I'll be there when the light comes in to sail away.
You have loads of kind friends, Murdoch.
You have no idea, Bambi.
Aw, he's such a cute little thing.
Do you really think he's cute, Mallard?
Well, of course he's cute, Jack. Look at him.
With those cute little eyes. Huh. You know what I think, guys? Since Bambi's here, I think we should keep him. That way Murdoch will remain happy.
But Thomas, won't you be worried about paying extra for extra animals?
We'll work something out, Emily. What do you say, Murdoch? Well, I say the important thing is that we keep Bambi safe here. Isn't that right, you little cutie?
I think this could be the start of a happy friendship.